right. Shalom, 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 shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahushai B'Hashem Kodash.
We're giving double honors to our apostles and others, great millstone, well, peace and salutation to the election, the first fruits, the choicest parts, the best rule that whom the Lord will have mercy upon in these times. All right, that starts with your 144,000 prophets, men that are allotted to preach this gospel. All right, chosen before the foundation of the earth by Yahweh and given unto Yahweh Shai. All right, it's only through Yahweh Shai we're able to preach this gospel. All right, him of course supping with us. All right, administering this food, at the table, this knowledge, and it's beautiful, and it's for, of course, the rest of you of the elect to listen to as well, the remnant that are not prophets but are believers. All right, you of course get your faith through watching the videos. All right, us break down the scriptures and getting the understanding, from the priests of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. All right, of course, giving a shalom to the Israelite foreigners as well, like unto the speckled bird that have the faith as well, who, despite how they look, they resonate with this truth. All right, they fit the curses, and the truth, applies obviously to them, because they are under the same curses in which we, even as melanated Israelites, so much that got the melanin, don't mean that just because you don't have melanin, don't mean that the curses ain't gonna apply to you. The curses still following, pursuing you, still catching hell. All right, and we're giving a shalom unto you. And of course, lineage by the way, Father, go back there, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, and that's all through the Spirit, and all, of course, what we're doing is through the Spirit, right? Brothers know, brothers in the truth. They've been moved to the Spirit to come to camps, come, of course, and acknowledge that the men of the Lord are back, acknowledge themselves to be spiritual and to be prophets. Okay, these are the things in which we all, of course, as believers in this truth, have come to accept. All right, and it's a faithful thing, all right, to come to this conclusion. All right, that hey, I'm spiritual. I believe I'm a prophet of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and I believe this is the truth, and this is the walk in which I must follow. So, brother, you already got a scripture, you go ahead, and if you got another scripture, mine too. What you got, scripture?
No, you got.
All right.
I got some Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth.
Right. Very, very important to remember that Creator in the days of thy youth. We keep going.
While the evil days come not.
Right, because there's evil days and evil times that are literally at the door, to the point where you may be afraid. Many of you afraid to even step out the door because of all of the peril and evil, bad times that's there awaiting, judgment. All right, Amos to tell you how you put your hand on the wall and then snake bit you, something of that nature. It's going to be so much death and judgment that's going to be pursuing the wicked that they ain't going to be able to escape from it. All right? Keep going.
Nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, and that's the type of time, of course, that we're heading into, a time in which things are going to be very unpleasant. As it's coined, Jacob's trouble, or it's said to be Jacob's trouble. Jacob being you Israelites, so about the Latinos and the Americans, and you Israelite foreigners, and the Tazarah, the trouble or the distress, is for you. All right, and that's going to be a very bitter or marar, a bitter time. Where you might be hungry and you can't eat that day just because the Lord want you to go through a purification process for you to cry unto him, so you can get to the next stage and being a better servant unto him to receive the crowd in which he want you to get. Okay, these are things in which you got to consider. Remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth. All right, this is very important, especially in the time of Pesach. As me and the brother yesterday did the lesson about examine thyself, whether you be in the faith. This is, of course, you gotta know too, acknowledging the time. which, we'll get also the second Esdras 9th chapter, about measuring the time diligently in itself, All right, go ahead.
Verse 2. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain.
Yeah, that goes into, of course, like the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding and such. All right? Be not darkened. Because right now you could go and easily, readily available get this truth. In the times in which we're coming in, hey, internet's going to be shut off. There's going to be us being removed from the streets. We're not going to be able to just be, all right, we're going to go out and do a camp. No, it's going to be a time in which, we're going to be hidden. In the mouths of the prophets, they're going to cleave to the mouth roofs of their mouths and such. Because Yahweh Shem Shai have it where the word's going to be very, very precious. And like I said, the elect are going to be the only ones holding on to what they do got. All right? And keep being fed by the Spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai, to keep them to endure. All right, you got a precept in between?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, go ahead.
This Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7 says, "Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance."
Yep. Good point.
Yeah, kind of like the brother brought out. It says, remember thy Creator in the days of thy youth. So you gotta turn to the Lord. As soon as you hear this truth, you gotta turn to the Lord. You can't be playing around thinking you got time. I'm gonna wait until X amount of time, thinking the end isn't near, right? Thinking the day of judgment isn't near. Whether it be the ultimate day of judgment where Yahweh Shai returns, or your day of judgment. You don't know when your time is coming. Brothers been talking about all these different judgments going out, people getting put to death left and right. It might be a situation that didn't even have anything to do with you, but you get hit in the crossfires, right? So it's really the Lord, passing that judgment upon you, right? It's not by accident. Nothing happens by accident.
Yeah.
So you don't really know when your time is gonna come. So that's why it's imperative, as soon as you hear this truth, to turn to the Lord. It says being returned, seek him 10 times more, if I'm pulling it right.
Right,
yeah. So you gotta seek the Lord with fervent passion. You gotta be passionate about turning to the Lord. You can't be kind of like lackadaisical, right? You kind of one foot in the world, one foot in the truth kind of thing.
Nah,
right?
No half stepping.
Yeah, kind of, you gotta be hot.
Lukewarm.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean? At all. God. Any more?
Yeah, it's like it says, "In thy security thou shalt be destroyed." Yeah, so a lot of these jakes, they feel secure. They feel like they good. Their life is going good. They got these plans. They got the 5-year, 10-year plans. They're gonna do X, Y, and Z. And the Lord just passed that judgment, so you don't really know, when the Lord is gonna take you out.
Yep, that's right. And like I said, especially in the time of Jacob trouble, them times, like I say, judgment can happen at any time.
Okay.
So it's like, do you want to be one of them ones where you like scrambling for a minute of the Lord to hear the word to get, of course, that coverage? Or do you want to be one right now that's acknowledging the Lord, getting this word, getting fed, and knowing, of course, how to be out of the way of the danger? You know what I mean? Because in Yahweh Shem Shai, there is a hope, because we have the fear, all right? And the fear keeps us in check, so that we can stay in line, all right? So, I know Bayam on that still. I'm going to bring out this precept real quick. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and 1. "I returned and saw under the sun that the race is not to the swift." Right, very important to know that this race is not to the swift. You got dudes out there thinking, "Oh yeah, I need to be an elder right now." You don't need to be like that. You need to get the truth, and get secure and to get that foundation in the actual grace of Yahweh Shem Shai, which is within the knowledge. All right, that's what you should be worried about. A lot of y'all worrying about, let me see if I can get the first one to get this garment, or get this, or get that, or get in the camp, or don't worry about none of that. Your time is gonna come. All right, you of course do the work. All right, do what's required of you. All right, nor the battle to the strong. So understanding too, that this battle, which this is a spiritual battle, right? We wrestle not against flesh and blood, all right? But spiritualities, spiritual wickedness in high places, all right? This battle is not to the strong. So, like we was having a discourse with the brother Mayim earlier and stuff, he made a point, brother can mention it if you want. you know, about how, you know, he was saying how we were like younger men, you know, the brother, you know, up in age a bit, right?
Yeah, come.
But we were saying that, hey, the only way we making this due to grace of Yahweh Shem Shai. It don't matter what our age is. And the brother, I think he had quoted what you had quoted, Yeshaya?
I think it's in 1 Samuel where it says, "For by strength shall no man prevail."
Okay, let me see. Let's see if I can find it.
It might be like 29 or something.
Prevail. Let's see if I can find that.
26.
Okay, yeah, if you can get it real quick,
Let's see if I can find it.
because that's another thing. Because you know, want brothers, you know, to be comforted by this word, which is word is spirit, you know, of the book and such, is the comforter, all right. You know, and brothers, of course, knowing going into the perilous times, you need to have that comfort in knowing the spirit of how Yahweh Shai that you good, and regardless if you have, like say if I can run like a mile or something like that right now, or if I can't run a mile or not, you gotta know that it's the Lord that's actually keeping you up. Remember, He wounded to maketh alive. You know, you got it?
No,
It's like it. But yeah, you know, it's all on the Lord whether you are gonna, you got it?
Yeah.
Gonna prevail or not. All right, go ahead.
Con, this is 1 Samuel chapter 2 verse 9. It says, "He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail."
Right. So He will keep the feet of the saints, and I'm pretty sure when you go into that feet, that goes into your steps and such, basically your paths and stuff. You know, which you could get you gotta get your Psalms 121.
Come.
You know, because the Lord left promises for us, you know, to ensure, you know, comfort to us that we don't have to worry, you know, in the time of Jacob trouble. Though the righteous is going to be scarcely saved, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, is with us. And He's a saving power and have grace. All right? You got it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Psalms 121 verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills,
Right.
from whence cometh my help.
Right. Our help comes from the heavens, from Yahweh Shem Shai. Go ahead.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
which made heaven and earth.
Right. So our help, our assistance, our succors, that come from the Lord. All right? So it's not of ourselves at all. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 3. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Right, so He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. All right? Go ahead.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Right, He will not slumber. All right? And I'm going to try to go into the word, because they have like a lot of good comforting words when you go into the definition. All right, Psalms 121. All right, suffer thy foot to be moved. I just want to clarify certain things here. I'm going to look up moved, okay, real quick. So you have in that mawat, which mawat goes into to be shaken or tottering, you know, because you have to know that it's the Lord that actually keeps us upright, okay? That the Lord, He's the one that keeps us be able to stand tall, you know, in righteousness. It's only because of Him, all right? It says He will not slumber, meaning going back to the one, which means like basically like say like if you be drowsy, you be like, I don't even care about that. Nah, the Lord, He cares. It's actually us being of the hopeful elect. We are the Lord's top priority, okay, that He care about and such. All right. It says, and the Lord gonna make sure He hear, of course, our cries and stuff like that. You know, He ain't gonna leave us, forsake us and stuff at all. You know, He's not gonna forsake His elect. That's another good promise that the Lord left us, that He would not leave us. All right. And He keepeth thee. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. And where else He was at? Behold, He that keepeth Israel.
Yeah, that's the next
All right.
verse.
Yep, go ahead.
Verse 4. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
That's right. You know, the Lord always going to be there, you know, for us, you know, and He's going to make sure we are well protected. Go on.
The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Right. The Lord is the one that's our protector, you know, in Jacob trouble, or wherever we going to. Because remember, we walking through what? The valley of the shadow of death. All right, so do that like a shadow, like it's like symbolic for a transitoriness of life. Things are constantly going across and changing and stuff. The Lord's gonna be with us as time do change, as times do get rough. The Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, is with us. He ain't gonna just say, "All right, Jacob trouble, y'all on your own. Y'all, hey, I gave you the knowledge. Now let me see how you can do." No, the Lord with you the whole way and stuff. But he know how you gonna do because he equipped you. He ain't gonna leave you. It's like imagine if you like I said, if you're a warrior, your government make sure that you get well equipped, right, to the best of the ability. We serving, of course, a man of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, Yahweh is his name. He make sure his soldiers, which he calls to be soldiers, to be equipped. He gave us. He said for us to put on the whole armor. You don't think he gave us the armor? He gave us it, so we don't have to be sitting there worried, about nothing. All right, Con, go ahead. You got a precept?
No.
Slide.
Keep going.
All right. Yeah.
Verse 6. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul.
Right. That's right. The Lord gonna keep our spirits. Okay. Keep going.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. Right,
which is a very good thing to remember. These are assuring words, comforting words onto the hopeful elect. All right. So now I'm gonna go back to the Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 11. I returned, I saw in the sun, talking about the earth, that the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong.
Yeah, so we don't gotta lean upon our own abilities, our own strength, our own wisdom. Like the brother said, the Lord is gonna direct our path. He's gonna guide our feet. He's gonna guide our decisions, so we don't have to lean upon, what we think is right. The Lord is gonna put the Spirit on us to know what the right move is to make. Like it says, the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. So in shaky times and perilous times, we're gonna be stable. We're gonna have balance, due to our faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like during these days too, a lot of time, because you can see that a lot of people, they can feel and see the uncertainty. Like you said, you got people at gas pumps looking like they looking real weird and stuff. Okay. And you go to the grocery store, things looking really weird in there, where certain items just cleared out, never coming back.
Yeah, like when the whole COVID thing started, and people was running and buying stuff up, they had a real fearful spirit, a real uncertain spirit on them.
Yeah, they rushed to the store. I've seen a grocery store got cleared out like nothing. Everybody got stuff. And they were talking about how this is apocalypse. Yeah, they're revealing Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But wait until you see what Jacob Trouble was about. That was only in the beginning.
Okay.
Lord got more stuff. Come on. Yep. Any more? Yeah. But yeah, and that's just a warm up and stuff. The whole pestilence outbreak was only a warm up. We still got the MOTB, which the hour of temptation that's come when the Lord is going to bring that trial to every man. But the Lord said what? He's going to preserve thee. All right? And as we always pray for the Lord to lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. All right? So these are things that we got to always remember. All right? Get this precept, 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse, start at verse 23, I think. Or actually, you can start at verse 21. Going all the way down to maybe 27. Yep, go ahead.
1 Corinthians 9 verse 21.
Yeah.
To them that are without law, as without law, being not with the law of the power, but under the law of Hamashiach, that I might gain them that are without law. Verse 22. To the weak became I as weak, that I might gain the weak, and I am made all things to all men, that I might by all means save some.
Right. And Paul was very, very humble. Going to the Gentiles, going to the uncircumcised, all right? Those that didn't know they were Israelites and stuff, those that didn't keep the customs, you know, having, of course, other Israelites, of course, of the circumcision that knew they were Israelites and kept the law, you know, look at him, you know, bad and stuff. This is how we are. You know, they'll look at us as going to an Israelite foreigner, like he looked like a heathen or something, and they'll be like, whoa, that brother shouldn't be in y'all camp. He looks like E. I'm like, no, he looks like a Spaniard. Dude, what do you think was going on in the ancient world? Same thing. Nothing new under the sun. But, like I say, you have it where we was as Gentiles too. Following all these dumb idols as well. We were Gentiles, all right? You know, foreign from the customs of our power, Yahweh Shem Shai. But as we come to the truth, the Lord, He gonna obviously grow us in the knowledge of course, to help those that are weak. You know, those that are not built up in the faith. You know, so another thing, important thing, we are iron sharpeners to others that's out there of the elect. Keep going.
Verse 23. And this I do for the gospel's sake.
Right, and you know, we doing it for the gospel's sake, for the good news sake. All right, this is our actual vocation. This is our job. This is our duty. Keep going.
That I might be partaker thereof with you.
Keep going.
Knowing ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize, so run that ye may obtain.
Right, so you got to run that you going to actually obtain. Right, that you have the victory or going into obtain, going into lay hold. All right, or to seize, take possession of. All right, in a good sense of Hamashiach by his holy power and influence, laying hold of the human mind and will in order to promote and govern it. And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahshua does. He gives us the increase, and he actually is ruling our lives. Okay. And he allows us to understand and perceive and comprehend this truth and his knowledge. All right, through his grace. Okay. Yep. Keep going.
Verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperance in all things.
Yeah, temperate in all things and stuff. And we have to have what? Self-control. We have to have self-governance and stuff. That's what going back to our examining ourselves and stuff. You know, we got to always check ourselves, all right? Before you wreck yourself, right? As they say in the world, okay? It's something we always do. And that's another thing why people don't like us, because we're so transparent with how we always looking at the things that we do in our behaviors, our holy conversation. We want to make sure that it's right, you know, dealing with brothers right, dealing with ourselves right, not polluting the temple, which we are, the temple of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, we're supposed to not have no idols in it and stuff, you know, so we make sure that we are serving the Lord in all sincerity and truth, you know, and if in our actions match of the heathen, you know, it can be idolatrous, you know, because like I say, you look into a lot of these different practices, it go back to idolatrous worship practices, customs. All right, you know, Carly B don't know why she's sticking out her tongue, you know, but you see, oh, it's goddess of death, you know, Kali, you know, acting like temple prostitutes, all of that wickedness. All right, this is the things in which we're repenting from, being corrupt. All right, you got something real quick?
Yeah, Khan.
Yeah, bring up.
That's Colossians chapter 3, verse 23. It says, and whatsoever ye do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men.
Yeah, speak on.
Yeah, kind of like the brother was saying about our conduct, how we treat one another, you know. So everything that we do, we have to do it as if we're doing it unto the Lord. You're not looking at it, I'm doing it to this particular individual. You know, somebody might be, you know, you might seem like the person is using you or something of that nature, right? The Lord said, whoever asks you to go a mile, go 2 miles with them, right? So whatever the situation may be, in whatever shape or form you can help a brother out, you do it as if you're doing it unto the Lord. So when you look at it like that, you're going to treat the brother as best as you can. You're going to actually truly be brotherly, you know? Because in the world, you know, you ain't really know how to, you know, obviously some brothers better than others, you know, friendships of this world, you know, is very, very selfish, right? They're not sincere, you know, they're not willing to really help you out. They're just in it for their own their own gain and their own benefit, but we can't be like that towards the body. We have to do whatever we can in our power to help brothers out.
That's right. Yeah, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, and verse 11. There is one that laboreth and taketh pains and maketh haste, and is so much the more behind. Again, there is another that is slow and hath need of help, wanting ability and full of poverty. Yet the eye of the Lord looketh upon him for good, right? And set him up from his low estate. All right? You have to understand that Yahweh Shem Shai, he does good things for those that do good things as well, you know? It says, and lifted up his head from misery. You know, so the Lord actually is there to get us out of the low state as we get in the low state, so that many that saw it marveled at him. Right? It says prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. So the whole estate of us is controlled by Yahweh Shem Shai. If you broke, the Lord made you broke. If you got bread, you got money, the Lord gave you some money. If you just got enough, you just got enough. All right? But that's of the Lord. And it says wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. So again, all of that you got is from the Lord anyway. That's why all the credit go to Yahweh Shem Shai, Hashem Kakodash. It says love, all right, and which keeping the law and the works in the way of good works are from him. All right. So that's all of the Yahweh Shem Shai. The way of good works is from him. So he's the way. That's what we're supposed to look for. All right? Simple as that. It says, error and darkness had their beginning together with sinners, and evil shall wax old with them that glory therein. And we seeing that with a lot of wicked out there, wicked Jake, etc. And the gift of the Lord remaineth with the godly. So our gift of what the Lord gave us, it remains with us. All right? You just got to be one that, as is going to be one that is fighting to obtain, to keep what you got, to lay hold and season it, what the Lord gave you. All right? And not bug yourself out and take yourself out of truth because of doubt, lack of faith, which the Lord calls us not to be effeminate. All right? It says, in his favor bringeth prosperity forever. Right? His grace. All right? So, yep. Now go back. What you got? Something else?
Continuing on.
Oh, all right. Where you done with that? What you got?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. And then where you was at, Maya? Yeah. 1 Corinthians? Yeah, go back. Yeah, go back. Slide.
Continuing on. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right. We do it for an incorruptible crown. A crown that's not going to be, of course, destroyed. All right? That Yahweh Shem Shai is going to give us. And that Yahweh Shem Shai have it to never fade away. That's the type of crown that we are in this truth for. All right? That one that's what? I will lam to forever. Well, I and ever. All right? That's what we fighting for. A crown, you know? That's what we want. You know, we want to have that crown put on our head by Yahweh Shai. That's what we fighting for. All right? Kind need more?
Yeah, that's it.
Is it 27? That was verse 27?
No, that wasn't 27.
Oh, sorry. Read this 27.
This 26. I therefore so run, not as uncertainty.
Right?
So fight.
You can't be in this truth as if you don't know, you know, if you're a part of the elect. You have to have faith that you are a part of the elect, you know, that you're gonna receive the reward. You can't do it uncertainly, like, okay, I don't know, you know, I hope I am. Obviously we have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai, and we pray that we are, so we do it, you know, expecting, you know, to receive something. Yeah, God.
Hope it. Yeah.
The expectation, God.
Yep.
You don't do something expecting to lose or to fail, right? You gotta have that faith and that confidence, which all comes from the Heavenly Father.
Yeah. God. Yep. Keep going.
Not as one that beateth the air.
Yeah, you ain't shadow about hitting nothing. No, the Lord gave us the target. We hitting that target. Target, of course, is to have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai and keep hold of what thou hast, you know, till Yahweh Shem Shai come. All right? You can't be sitting there hitting nothing. No, we already got the mark. We know where we're supposed to be going. The Lord gave us the outline. He gave us, like, it's like leaving like breadcrumbs to him. Because he is the way to paradise. All right? The kingdom of heaven is within us. Yahweh Shai, his spirit is within us. All right? So that's where we going. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection.
Right. We bring it under rule. Our body, you know, like the brother was saying a bit earlier, how it's flesh, you know, it hurts, you know, because it's different things we got to deal with, you know, a lot of wicked fucking dealings that's done by, of course, people that come against us in this truth. Be it not even, it be people of our own flesh and blood come up against us. We have to keep it in subjection that, because, you know, scriptures tell us, be ye angry, sin not. You know, scriptures tell you how, you know, like, you know, we gonna suffer being, you know, basically righteously. You know, we suffer a lot of like, we ain't do nothing wrong to these people and they still do wrong to us, but we can't render the evil for the evil and stuff. So that you know, having that wisdom, that's you keeping yourself in subjection, because you know in the flesh you would want to be like, man, I need to get my lick back. Let me avenge myself. No, F this. No, she can't do that. Like, you see a lot of these Jake out there. They'll go, you know, and go out and get they like revenge and stuff. And you see what happened. The Lord ended up taking them out in the end. All right.
Yeah, Khan, that dude, that UFC fighter Cain
Oh
Velasquez.
yeah, I seen with him. What's up with him?
Yeah, his somebody had did something to one of his family. They said somebody like molested one of his family members,
yeah.
and he grabbed a gun and like tried to shoot the dude. Ended up shooting the dude's stepfather or something like that. And now the dude in jail.
Yeah,
so.
Looking crazy on the mug shots. Yeah, and that's just it. Remember, this ain't our kingdom. Read Romans 13. All right, we got some higher powers that the Lord set to rule over us. Had the dominion. So, you know, we ain't going out there breaking the law and stuff. You know, hey, you know, we do, of course, best to our ability to, you know, be a citizen in this new Roman Empire. But, you know, we, of course, follow law, statutes, commandments to our best of our ability. We know how to walk. All right, I'm not stupid. I'm not going and grabbing. Like I said, all right. You know, like the dude, oh man, this happened to her. Let me go and get her. Let me go and get this man for what he did. No, wait for the Lord. He gonna avenge, right? He wait until him as he rides to the fit prey. That's what we got to do. We have to always reflect back on the word. All right, go ahead.
Continuing on. Lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Right, because you would be a hypocrite. If you be like the rest of the world and stuff, it's like you're not even really following the doctrine, all right, at all. You being as the rest of the world. What difference does it make between you and the world if you doing how the world act and if their fashion? It don't make you any different, all right? So you got to say, like, you know, like when you come into like you know, in the world, they got these different secret societies. Well, yeah, we of course are a secret society of priests and kings that Yahweh Shem Shai set up. You know, a cult which is going to a worship, all right, of our power Yahweh Shem Shai, which we have to reverence the law, statutes, commandments, and Him. All right, and when you come into that, you under the order. You know, you under. All right, this section little 1B. I read that precept. That precept say this, that. All right, that's what you always got to remember. All right, so I'm going to go back now to the Ecclesiastes 9. All right, Ecclesiastes 9, and then we're going to go back to the second, the 12 of Daniel's 12. That's what you was in?
Ecclesiastes 12.
Oh, okay, Slakia, yep. So Ecclesiastes 9, and it says here, nor the battle to the strong, neither yet bread to the wise. All right, nor yet riches to men of understanding, nor yet favor to men of skill, but time and chance happening to them all. So it don't matter, you know, who you are, what you are. Time and chance happening to them all. Like we was making a point. This point going back to the point where how I think you mentioned like judgment was going out and stuff. Hey, you know, hey, it was that time, and it was that chance that the Lord wanted, of course, the judgment to go out. Like the brother was saying, how, you know, some goons is basically said, hey, if you in a corner store here in Philadelphia, at this time when we come through, we killing you. We don't care who you are. Dude was in there. He said he got put to death.
Yeah, the Lord be sending out them death angels.
That's it.
Put that spirit on that damn on that person and just
Do that.
Yeah, do that judgment.
That's that spiritual vengeance that lay on sore strokes. You know, appease him that created him. You know, it says for chances per guy which goes into occurrence or happening. Okay, an impact. All right, impact happened. All right, to them all. Okay, it happened to the swift. It happened to the strong. It happens to the wise. It happens to men. Understand? It happens to us all. You know, as Job even said, he said that. What he said, Job, shall I not receive evil, but also good from the Lord? Roughly paraphrasing. I think when his woman was trying to, basically, oh, you gonna curse the Most High and die? He rebuked her. You speak as one of the foolish one. Which y'all right. I'm gonna see if I can find that precept. Because we tell women that, like, I was told by my own demon, that I'm cursed because I'm following people that's not men of the Lord. I'm like, what? That's crazy. And what the Lord, of course, the Lord get her out of my way. She don't deserve to be in the presence, in my presence, if she come against the whole truth like that, especially openly. Openly do stuff to mess up and sabotage my life. She don't deserve to be with a man of the Lord. Especially if she's untrustworthy. Come on, man. Come on. That's not. She's not worth the precious. All right. Which I put myself as being precious. All right, being treasured by Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because Yahweh Shem Yahshai said it. He said that I'm precious. This brother precious. The other brother is precious. All right. We as gold. Okay. Y'all got proof? Or back? No?
Continue on in Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, go back there.
Ecclesiastes 12, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yeah, the keepers of the house going to your economists and such, the household managers, all right? They're managing the economy and stuff, shall tremble, right? Because they seeing the outlook. Go ahead.
And the strong men shall bow themselves,
mm-hmm.
and the grinders cease because they are few.
Right. And the work being few. I had this Elamite. I was at work. The Elamite. We was over in we was on like Rising Sun Avenue, approaching like the boulevard, and this Elam. He was like, I need work. Like basically, like, you hired, but Elam don't look like he older, and he don't look like how Elam do. Elam they can look kind of a little bit kind of scruffy, but they got bread. Okay. No, this dude would sound like he hit hard times. He like, he's like, I need a job. And then I was sitting there trying to talk to him. He's sitting there talking about how, I guess apparently he a chef and stuff. And I was like, oh, you cook biryani? I was naming different spices and stuff. Yeah, but I cook cheesesteak. I do all that. French fries. I like America. I don't want to go back to India. This is why he destroyed. This is like how we went away from the ways of the East, which of course of Jerusalem, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. All right, that's how this dude fell in love with America. And we can't be as Lot's wife. All right, which we gotta get that. How that whole account, we need to get that, because when you remember that I created a day of the youth, or the evil days, draws nigh, roughly paraphrasing and stuff. You got to be remembering Lot's wife. Lot's wife got destroyed because she looked back. All right, go ahead. You got it. Slide, yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, slide, yeah. But it's a Job, because Job. Look, we thinking about Job's woman too. Okay. She was in that same spirit, because remember, she was, Job. He was very rich. He had cattle. He had land. As it tell you, I'm gonna just read Job chapter 1 and verse. Let me get it real quick. Verse 3. Yeah. His substance, talking about Job, also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 she asses in a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all men of the east. Okay, of the east, great man, an Israelite. Okay, or a son of God. All right, you know. Khan. Now go where you at.
Okay. This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 24. It says, "Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven."
Right, from Yahweh. This destruction is coming from the Lord. All right, go ahead.
"And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But his wife looked back from behind him."
Whoa, his wife looked back. What precept that is?
This is Genesis 19 and 26.
Okay, she looked back. All right, keep going.
It says, "But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of
A
salt."
pillar of salt. It was an instruction not to look back. All right, not to look back. With she being in love with all what she had back in, of course, her life before, you know, the fire and brimstone happened. She was in love with it. As the brother goes and get that other precept where you go into she that liveth in
Pleasures, Dave.
yeah, get that precept too, because as we see, most people are in love with their lives here. They're comfortable. They can be in their apartments, you know, play at the playground. Like you can hear kids playing in the background, you know, here. You know, they can lock their doors, throw trash out front of it, you know, different little stupid stuff that I got to deal with in my little apartment. But people still comfortable. Oh, apparently men are underneath them. We supposed to be all respecting these women and stuff. Literally bound down to them. You know, we look at you women obviously in your role, but y'all not even in y'all proper order. All right, you telling me about I'm supposed to lower my voice to a damn woman that is disobedient, that's shameless, that's ridiculous, that's unacceptable, because you wouldn't do that in the East. And you know that. And this is, you know, particularly talking about a chick that actually is worshiping, she's coming out, she's a Jake, through the spirit, I believe she's Jake now, following a whole nother religion, a whole nother God that's other than what she's supposed to serve. Okay? And even in that they don't uplift women like that.
Okay.
You know? The women all covered up and stuff. But when they come over to America, they do, oh, I can do what I want. Right? Where you learned that from? E. And I said, too, if you don't respect the so-called black man, all right? If it was a so-called white man down here, if it was an E down here, you wouldn't even do this. You would say, okay. Say, what happened to the basically her respect? Because she used to listen. This particular demon upstairs used to listen, and then things had changed. All right, what changed? E came in her life. Babylon got to her. She started walking around and getting into the whole image or the fashion in the course of this life. That's what happened. He got real comfortable. Well, things that coming into the times of the future very soon are going to be very uncomfortable. Straights, literally. All right, go ahead.
1 Timothy 5 verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth.
Right, and they're living in so much pleasure. Okay, voluptuousness. You know, I can go and get some French fries and ice cream and eat that up when you're depressed. Soon you gonna wish you had ice cream and French fries, and you ain't gonna ever have that, because it's not gonna be available to you. The Lord gonna starve and bring calamities upon the cities for the pride that they are in. Okay, that's what's coming to this place. This is why the Lord telling us to be. Remember that I created in the day of thy youth. All right, when you first wake up into this truth and stuff, you know, you become a new creature, and you be so alive. You're like, damn, like you be like, you know, which we like. It's like ever renewing. Remember, as we die daily, so it's like we always constantly like, damn, man, Lord, man, I need mercy. I need mercy. I need you, Lord. I need you. You know, so it keep you real humble. Not to be proud like these people out here, you know. You might want to, you might have the temptation to look back, but you know what's back is backwards, right? And it's not right. You know, in the world, we was whole different people, right? I know brothers can have tell their testimonies a whole nother person. I was sounding more feminine and stuff and walking a whole different way. Adultery was fine. Back then, like, what the? You find out the law, and I knew the law, statute, commandments, and I was still going off because the fear of Yahweh Hashem Shai wasn't there. I was serving Cesare Borgia. When you serve Yahweh Hashem Shai, the true image of the Lord, you have that fear renewed right within you. Our pure minds being stirred by the way of memories, because we once knew this. Now I know, oh my gosh, the Lord can destroy me. I'm held accountable by the actions I do. Okay? I can't just do that. I can't do me. Which is all satanic. All right? Go ahead.
I got a quick precept.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, bring it.
Second Ezra 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell. Salakia. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride.
Right. So many great miseries are going to be done. All right? To them that dwell in the world, because they walk with so much loftiness. All right? Pride. They walking around all boastful. Oh, I'm good. Especially, you see these women out here. They you can't tell them ish. I'm supposed to hold the door for somebody that wouldn't even hold the door for me. That wouldn't even acknowledge that I'm even there. You holler at a girl, she don't even look at you. At these days, most of these, like I said, I seen it where there's a point where they would actually try to run game a little bit, like, yeah, and then give you a little play. Now they don't even look at you. You gotta have the bread on deck. You know what I mean? Like here's the thousands, or have the car, some illusion of wealth, all right, or some type of weed or some, some drugs and stuff, because that's what they want. They want to have fun. We give them this. You show them the way, the path, and we illuminated by the righteousness. They don't want to be around that. Nope. Like roaches to the light. You see a roach to the light, that motherfucker go to the dark and stay in that little spot. That shit, and then he might find I'm like, yo, there's a crevice in there. He finds a crevice and scoop his ass in there. That's how these women is and how these wicked people are when they see this righteousness come. You see how they be going by the camp. They going around the whole camp, walking in the street during the pestilence outbreak, just to get away from hearing a precept. Getting away from being around the garments or the skirts of the men of the Lord, the presence of Yahweh Hashem Shai. But y'all shouldn't be in it. Like the brother said, to be in that inner court. His brother had made a point, a good little a point about the inner courts and stuff. Earlier when we was in the discourse and stuff. It ain't for all Israel to be all in the inner court right now. It's for the elect right now. But all Israel gonna be saved in the kingdom. But right now the Lord's only calling for that select, the choice of the best part right now. The aristocrats right now. And they gonna show their best by their actions, They're not gonna be like just thinking, oh, it's all right, I could just go and do this. I can sin. Hearing the brother testimony, like the brother, like we be mad when we go off, Because it be some, time you get overzealous and stuff, you might do something, and then you like, oh, Salakia, but, then these women don't even accept it. Or even these people don't even accept it. So we're not really going to please them. We to please our power. Please the brotherhood. Do what's right in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Shai. Because these people, they don't understand this, man. Yeah.
Eve don't believe in struggle love. She needs the glitz and the glamour now.
Yep.
So anything that pertains to later, she's not gonna be with it. She needs it now.
Yeah, like she need to see it to believe it. I'm like, but we got the vision. We can see it, but she can't believe it. She need to see it. Oh, all right, y'all men of the Lord, let me see you do a fly right now. Let me see you hover over that building y'all be seeing right now. Oh, you said that. Oh, Babylon the Great gonna be destroyed. All right, and this time, because how we be like, yo, it could be destroyed by this summer. Okay. We could be out of here this time. They see that don't come to pass or something like that, which we being very hopeful, there's a scripture that talk about how we desire the day of the Lord and not see it, roughly paraphrasing and stuff. But like I said, we don't know when the day of the Lord. We just know we can measure the time. We don't know the exact date. You know? But they use that and gauge that as if we're straight up false prophets and stuff. You know?
And you can't speak about destruction to Eve because that destroys our whole mentality.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
When you think about when you speak about something being destroyed, she's gonna think you crazy and call you and label you as a doom and gloom type of person.
Yep.
Or even crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta offer Eve some temporary comfort.
Yeah.
Tell her you're gonna buy a house or buy a car, take her to the movies.
A lot of
simple shit.
Yeah, a lot of them, they dumb airheads and stuff.
Exactly.
You know, basically, I gotta tell you, you know, I gotta supplant you, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know? But look, you know, wait till when that destruction do happen and who they gonna be trying to clinch on, who can I run to? Like that Escape song, When I Need Love. You gonna be running for the man of the Lord. The man of the Lord you done left or did dirty.
Yeah, as soon as something crazy happens, a woman's first reaction is to grab your arm and they be grabbing on tight.
Tight, clenching on
like,
crazy. Yeah, you know? Like, or if you about to lay, you know, you might get mad about to lay hands on somebody. Oh no, don't do it. You know? Yo, I'm telling you, the times that we coming in, man, y'all really gonna see the actual worth. Remember, it said that man shall be made more precious than fine gold, even more than the golden wedge of Ophir. That's gonna be crazy. The women, it said 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Yep.
Take hold is gonna be with force. They got that chazak in there with strength. It ain't gonna be a light thing. But you better you better hope that you're elect. All right? Because if not, you're not gonna be blessed by our of course, selection. Because it's through, of course, Yahweh Shem Rashad, with the Spirit us to choose you. All right? Which he ultimately chose you to be elect. But we gonna be doing the choosing through the Spirit. Okay? Executing it. All right? The Lord gave us that counsel. His Spirit is with us. All right?
Yeah. And the Lord didn't say He's going to beautify the proud with salvation.
Mm-hmm.
He said He's going to beautify the meek with salvation.
That's right. That's right, man. You know, in the scriptures, how it say, "Give unto the good and help not the sinner." You think I'm gonna be sitting there like, "Oh yeah, I need to get to save this girl." In the time of Jacob trouble, you gonna really see wickedness and see the nature come out because, like I said, in the time of adversity, you can't hide. You can't hide. Like, let me see. This is Sirach chapter 12 and 9. In prosperity, the man says, in the let me see. It says a friend cannot be known in prosperity. This is verse 8, 12 and 8. And an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. What's Jacob trouble? Straits, adversity. Okay, so you gonna know who your special companions is. All right, you gonna know who your enemy is, especially. All right, because the adversity gonna show it and reveal it. Yeah, I can see that motherfucker straight up stick. He only want to be with me because I got the food. The Lord feed me. I got abundance over here. Okay, we got nice shelter. Nobody messing with us. Oh, she just trying to get in there. No, you ain't fitting in there. You don't deserve to be there. Okay. Come.
Remember in the movie, the Book of Eli, when the scoundrel chick tried to ask him if she can go with him, he simply just said no.
Just like that, a
Can I go with
cold
you?
no.
No.
Yep, a cold no. When she even was trying to read the Bible, what's that you're reading? He was holding that. He wasn't even trying to give her that. Remember, she wanted the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think she was able to. I'm not sure if she was able to read. Was she able to read? Even did she even have the ability to read? I'm not sure. I gotta rewatch that movie. But he was holding that to it, as the scriptures tell you, cast not which is holy unto to dogs. Roughly paraphrasing. Remember, as a shameless woman, it's kind of as a dog.
Yep.
So you think we gonna keep? Oh, let me break that. Yo, let me tell you, listen, sister. No, Aqua, you're not an Aqua. All right. If you ain't sincere, we not gonna be going and trying to do that. Really, I'm gonna be, like I said, I'm being in the spirit. I already know. You know, every brother gonna be in the spirit, and we gonna do what the spirit is gonna guide us to do. As 2 16 like 77 tell you. All right, the Lord gonna be our guide. All right, the guide of them that keep His commandments. All right, and we ain't got nothing to be worried about. Okay, God. Anything else?
Continuing on,
Yep.
Ecclesiastes 12. And those that look out at the windows be darkened. Verse 4.
Yeah, going again, seeing there ain't no future. You could clearly tell right now, like what does the future look like when you see they making a cashless society normal. They have it where like they trying to prevent some type of, or they trying to present a form of normalcy when there's actual little stipulations behind every little thing that they put. All right, well, you can travel, but you have to have a negative PCR test, or you got to have your health passport or something like that just to enter certain countries. That's not normal. All right, it's not normal even too. Like I gotta show, I gotta get granted the permission just to travel. You gotta pay money to go to get a passport. Come on, this is the type of world we living in. In the kingdom, you think we gonna have to pay? All right, I'm gonna go to the government. Us as Israelites. All right, can I go to the next planet? No, we gonna have free reign because we gonna be the rulers. You heathen, y'all gonna have to come to us and ask that. Okay, no, Master, I don't want. Can I even walk in your room? Walk, or you know what I mean? We going to the highest level in the kingdom. It's everything gonna be done decently in order, But in East Sleazy E area, just even all right, can I get clean water? Oh well, wait, we might gotta we gotta do a Senate vote on that to see if y'all can get better quality water. Oh, then we gotta pass the money to get the infrastructure. What? This world was already clean, and then is being polluted. Right? We don't even get the like I said, we don't even get the yield. The earth don't yield its full strength because of you being wicked. Cain. So we gonna get the best things in the kingdom. So we don't have to be fearing. What of course is to become. What we should be is of course in reverence to Yahweh Shem Shai, afraid if we not in His good graces, He can destroy us. All right. Bring judges on us. Khan. You in the precept?
I was gonna try to find something.
Yeah, Khan. But you get that scripture, fear not the man that can kill bodies. Yeah, get that one real quick. All right. Cause like I said, these rough times, they like right there on deck and stuff. Like I already can see it. Like when I see degeneracy just at the highest level, I'm like, man, like come on, man. I don't want to be everywhere I go. It's like I'm thinking of somebody on drugs and trying to rob me or trying to, supplant me, take something out of me. Kind. Got it.
God, this is Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. It says, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear Him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell."
Yeah, and the Lord could give you a judgment, that's so harsh, and you like, damn, because the Lord ain't gonna destroy Himself. His spirit, the Lord is a consuming fire. He not gonna. Remember Yahweh. He exists. He the Ancient of Days, so He's not gonna destroy His spirit. He gonna give you a judgment that's hard to bear. So we gotta fear Yahweh Shem Shai, not man. Okay, at the end of the day, fear Yahweh Shai. That's what you should be afraid of. In the times like we got promises of the Lord gonna lift up a standard when the men come in as floods, up to us. These are different promises. So the Lord telling us to not be fearing, because if He gonna show up and show out in that day, why worry? I'm actually waiting for the day that I see the prophecy come to pass. I want to see it. Like I don't know, brothers be like that. I want to see the Lord actually, like you'll pray for something, you be like, I want to see the Lord do it. The Lord will do it, but He'll greatly exceed whatever it is. You're like, whoa, He really did do it. And it'd be amazing. That's what we looking forward to, man, because the Lord gonna blow us away, man. We got so many different pleasures to look forward to, man. Even before we get to the establishment of the kingdom. You got somebody?